Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Fallout New Vegas Old World Blues. And here we're starting off with a beautiful site with a Forbidden Area dome. Let's get a quick screenshot of that. And there's the blue one.
X12 is closed until further notice. On an unrelated note, whoever closed X12, please report to the dome.
Sorry, I don't want to speak while he's speaking. It's just rude to talk over somebody. Anyways, I'm starting off here so we can continue on with the next quest, and it should just be right below me. But before we go down there, I'm going to heal up, and I just happen to come all the way up here so we can get a good view of everything. If you do take the route that I took, if you come over here in the middle of the fountain, there will be one of these. We've seen them before, but I like the atomic better. It just looks cooler. I meant to show you Dr. Klein's glove last episode, but I do not have it. Oh, while I was here, where is it? I picked up a new unarmed weapon, the corrosive glove. It's just a regular green glove, but it does critical acid damage. Pretty cool, but not enough DPS for me. Okay, it's... Watch out for mines. Did not see that. Let me go take care of this guy so I can look over here better. Okay, we got some new seeds. Is it below us? Let me say before dropping down into this ravine, which may not be a good idea by the looks of it. Got lucky. Okay, it said, where is it? So we need to go that way. Maybe we should not have come down here. And let's not do that, because it would have been easier to stay up top. Okay, no, we're up top. Okay, find samples. I'll take that. Oh, there it is. Okay. And the other one must have been exactly what I was looking for too. Yep. So now we gotta go back to the sink. We'll do that later. Talk to Dr. O. Figure that out. Okay, talk to everybody. Alright, yeah, let's go back to the tank. Let's talk to this guy.
You got some plans for me, don't you?
This guy's funny. Is that what we were supposed to do? What exactly? Oh, the sink.
Between you and me, I think the Central Intelligence Unit is a...
Okay.
Might I be of...
Well, jeez. I talked to the sink and I talked to the what-you-call-it guy. No, we don't want that. Okay, buddy.
You got some plans. Ah, yeah, baby.
It should have been a new dialogue, but you kind of already know what to do from the first time we completed this. So I'm guessing these other garden beds are going to be growing next time. Alright. Next it says go in here.
What's the heck? Right on, Daddy-o. What's the haps?
All right. Maybe it's in here.
Might I be of...
No, don't repair.
Might I be of service?
Miscellaneous. It's not in here. It's very interesting. Because he has some new audio files. We want to for the sonic emitter. Okay, there they are. What does the Robo-Scorpion do? Critical strike explosion. That's pretty cool. What about Tarantula?
What's that?
Critical strike incendiary. No thanks.
What's that?
I think Gabriel's... Alright, that's knockback. Knockback's not that good. I think Revelation's probably the best. But I mean, this is if you do not have the compliance regulator. So if you don't, you have an option to use the sonic emitter with Revelation spec. You'll have a similar but slower and it does more damage. Well, at least it does more damage. But hey, critical strike paralysis is an easy way to break this game. Alright, I think the only quest we have left to do is we'll go mess around with these guys, because I promised to do this last on this episode. So let's go bug the crap out of these guys. With these brains.
I don't like to talk about it. 8. It wasn't all the visitors, though. This human. I can't believe it. He broke... Then he went for Yangtze.
Yangtze.
Bomb collars. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were... When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now. 2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. The last subject, Klein might know more. Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous thing.
That seems to have... should have been a new quest.
And you return. How?
That's gonna be an issue. I don't have enough perception.
And you return. Looping, yes. We haven't researched. It is wise. It varies. In 43%. Your primitive. No, there are no needs.
Yeah, that's... I've already done these before. I don't think we're going to be able to complete this quest. Yeah. Speak with Dr. 8. Say hello to Dr. Boros. Haha. I'm just going through these as best I can. As much intellect and science I have, I should be able to repair this no problem. Yeah, I could have chose the other one, but likely get bad karma, and I've been doing some bad things lately. I want to try to keep good karma. And you still can't talk. Nice. Talk to Dr. Boros carefully. So let's save. I don't know, some of these NPCs can be very sensitive.
Might animal before Just as I feared. So, you put down Gabe. Thank you. A scam, but we... In any event, thank... Before you is the... I lay the bones and hearts of animals. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. Indeed, docile, curious. Because big...
Yeah, right.
No, such creatures are found only...
Yeah, right.
I cannot perhaps... Oh, that's too... None. I was at the top of my high school class in a...
Right.
Would know it. To preserve Coyote. No, wait. The snake... Or maybe... Then it spliced itself into...
This guy's an idiot.
What you asked? From his leg... It is... That and... Whose la... No matter... Enough! You sound like the other visitors. Mickey... Bother the other doctors with you.
Huh.
So... It is our... But... It was not a... Then... Boom! And the... Yeah, we could... If only... So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on.
That's what Yangtze's was talking about.
But... Whether it...
Alright, what's this quest? I know exactly where Gabe is. Alright, let's go do that real quick. Gabe's in the kennels, where he's dead. Take that. Couldn't hurt. Let's just make sure we got everything where we want it. Okay. Let's go back to Biodome or Hogansville. If you're from my local town, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I did not want to pick that up. Oh, Gabe's ball. I think I needed that. Never mind. I'm guessing we have to go back now, right? Yep. Probably going to be finishing this DLC up very soon, and I'm thinking about doing maybe Fallout, the original. I've never played it. I started off with Fallout 3. Heard it's a great game. But Fallout 4 is just a few weeks, so I've got to hurry up and get this done.
What? Why, yes. And no matter how canned the food, he would always eat it. You know, why? No matter how awful my day is, and when I would talk to him about bets, if you don't mind, I'll take, for some reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mouth. That? As odd as it is, I believe that is the conclusion. And I wonder, this sensation, still, I do not.
I'll make sure I... Come on. Make sure... Okay, never mind. I guess we got all the dialogue out of him that we can. Alright. Yeah. So we are probably going to be finishing this up pretty soon. Just gonna go look back. Oh wow, there's more doors here than I thought. Come on. Of course there's mentats in here. There's always mentats. That reminds me, that radiation suit. There's a... Oh yeah, we still have exploring to do too. So, yeah, probably. I'll spend some time doing that too. It can't hurt. There's no telling what else we could find. Maybe some more unique items. I know that there's a special radiation suit, but I need codes for it. I just have not spent the time looking for those codes. Looks like there's just a bunch of miscellaneous supplies in here.
We asked. If not, we will not hesitate to ask again.
Huh. Not really crap in this room. Probably not going to be anything in here either. Oh. Alright. Well. We're going to Mobius. Yeah, there's... I'll show you in a second. There's gonna be lots of areas to explore. I have not gone over here, here. So in the last episode, we fought the giant Robo-Scorpion. There's what remains of him. You got so many energy cells. Okay, so his is similar to the other facility. Let me just snoop around real quick. He's not hostile yet. I kind of doubt he will be hostile. Not unless I just straight choose to kill him. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this over with. Look around in here. For all you curious cats, I know you would want me to look around first before. Look at all those mentats. Oh my gosh, it's insane.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
I think I hear something breathing. Brain tank. That's interesting. See, there's something. I'll happily take those. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Daddy like. That was drained though. Alright, 2 more doors. We'll go talk to Mobius. Get rid of some of this weight real quick. Yeah, this definitely needs repairing. Most of the gear I'm carrying right now is something I could sell, but fortunately nobody has any money for me to get rid of stuff. To buy, I mean. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Let's go talk to Mobius real quick. I almost got 60 hours in this game. I actually have more than that because there's some other mods that I've saved and played, and this is not part of it.
You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just a little hard to see you. Can you walk into my...
Man, this guy looks messed up.
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. Would you care for...
Yeah, this dude must be addicted to him or something.
I have all sorts of amazingly I forget. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe Really?
Isn't that the truth?
Implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? After all, it might be a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving. I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although... Oh, curious. The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power. Please be my guest. Oh. Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the... How scary, I thought. But then I thought, what if they shot energy bolt? Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard.
Okay.
I find that... Oh, I was probably hard on Psycho when I did that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually...
That's funny.
So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all sweet. Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. There's some reason for it. You and your brain are quite... Dr. Mobius. This name's as real as you. Someone's been watching too many old... I must admit I have a vulnerability. Like... Now, what? Yeah. The radar... I suspect I have Plan 9s in place, but I'm... So I had to do something else to keep them... Oh, you figured it out. No, Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply. They have all forgotten them. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and it was a merciful lobotomy, really. And the world isn't red.
Snake of Iron's own tail is Ouroboros, not Ouroboros. Those are spelled is... Okay. Never mind.
Really? It is so unlikely to make... Well, it's simple. Despite their many failures, without something to distract them, then you... There have been... You were ever... See, you're... Yes, very good. I should have... In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered... Bullets in the head are usually much more fatal.
and yours was a light case of bullet head. But it was enough for the auto dock in the sink to change its programming to fix. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains should. If they obtain and I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology,
herbal tea.
and luck. So
Okay.
my threat broadcast is designed to instill, and it prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies, and coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies. The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit and the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. They had. Yes, my overly aggressive camera broadcast was.
Yeah, we pretty much understand.
Oh, that means my plan is a total. If you were to go back. Now, that seems to be right. Your brain is here, safe with me. Do you? You seem. And does it even want to go? Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain if it wants.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Indeed, the goodbye part of our little.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. And there's my brain.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through bits of radioactive muck.
Shouldn't the brain be in control? Oof.
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity. I don't know. I'm afraid that I'm quite sure whatever he did was high. Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled... Well, I see sarcasm has... Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me! I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. Have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave?
That's true.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little pot.
No.
All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone. Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system.
But the brain controls the glands. Yep.
Well, look, it's... Oh, all right. I'm not going to lie to you. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the... In your head, I've got... Do you know how much more...
that's funny. Too bad you got arms and... Too bad I've got arms and you don't. You're going with me, yank.
Overrated by a lot. Indeed, quite the conundrum. How do you I suppose there might be some advantage. Well, unfortunately, before we get to that, even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, we would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab.
And we're gonna have to kill them.
The brains are inclined. And you believe them? Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the home Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to... Well... Right! Look out, think tank! This brain is... I suppose now that we're reunited, you want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go.
Where'd Mobius go? Oh. So we've got a few choices.
I hypothesize. If I recall, I had a plan that was working, or whatever it was. I wasn't trying to kill the blast. Something ingenious and needlessly complicated, I expect. I forgot I had forgotten pencil. Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. Well, there's many things they have forgotten sitting in their bowls. French, much like... Or if not, then... No, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat and we agreed. Or you could kill me and lie about it. And if you are partial to lying and deception, well, they're more than a little gullible. And if you speak of me, please try and make...
Well, let's try to be peaceful about this. The path of the Grey Jedi. Do evil when necessary, and do good only when good will not bring evil. Yes, too good can bring evil. Ooh, I should be able to warp right out of here. Alright, I'm gonna save. Yeah. Yeah, let's save right there. Because I got a lot of options. When I talk to the brain. Oh, wait. We talk to the auto doc. Should be able to get some. Maybe.
You require some.
I think that's probably worth it. Oh yeah. Okay.
You require something.
And no, it's okay. I already know what the heart does. It's alright. Now, I recommend swapping the body parts. That's just me personally. I was supposed to say, now the color's changed. Alright, what's up? What's up, bro?
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Fight. Colleagues!
That's no. Nope. 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 That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, choosing the third one, you're gonna immediately attack them. Choosing the second one looks like you're gonna immediately attack them.
I recommend watching it now. You.
Yep, don't choose those.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain. With it, we can find. And we have so many questions to ask your brain.
Oh, that's weird. If I choose that, then it's probably going to be Mobius. I mean, they're probably going to attack me.
Nonsense. Confer, colleagues.
Dr. Klein, please. Let's see what its insides look like.
Klein, you know, this lobotomite, it's a great sounding board. You respect ideology, right? This
We're trying to
well, it's
make them remember their humanity.
Silence, Doctor. Oh, this is a think tank decision. Save your objections until.
You know what, Klein? Stick a straw in your tank and suck yourself.
Haha.
No. And my name is Zero. Yeah.
The slash as a designator of. Why, that is brilliant.
The lobotomite taught me that. Taught me a name is more. You know what? Forget it, Klein. I hate you. And your theory of brachial beam oscillation?
How dare you? It's too... Why are you acting like this? You've never refused to commit a noble speech. Perhaps you are irradiated with... If I may, I feel as if I must... This lobotomite is much like us. Regarding even... Instead of ending its life...
I guess it was very important to do those quests they offered before.
Suffering in the name of science. Like good old Gabe, the finest of... Why am I even... And the word chism...
Yeah, they're gonna turn on him. They're probably gonna kill him.
Like the mighty human hand I once had. Nonsense! The method... If... You dare you... That's no deal at all! We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, proud of... For you, I have a strange sensation. Very well, partner. The thing...
Peaceful solution. And that's it. There's 2 parts of the quest left, though. How exactly do you leave?
Thank you for what you... I feel it. Yeah.
As it had been in the year
That was it.
before the Great War,
End of the DLC.
the Big Empty became home to one of the brightest minds of the
Peaceful ending.
23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discovery safe until they were needed to help others, which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. As the laboratory of science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remain in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in everything. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault that had helped infect before the war.
The bookchute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a point, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the big empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other sink personalities decided enough was enough and put the toaster in a bathtub.
That's funny.
Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Monkey did his best to collect customers, although in his quest, he accidentally transformed pigs. It might have been the end for poor Monkey, except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh. Well, except for Dr. O, was an asshole. First place, Monkey left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a rough fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places with the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the
This is a pretty long epilogue.
The computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent. It repeatedly upgraded.
This guy sounds like the doctor from Venture Brothers.
It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. I realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it.
Yeah, it sounds just like Dr. Venture.
So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends kept breaking into the facility.
That's weird. That's just weird.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein,
refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, or what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. When we see a sudden event often isn't felt for years, centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, all-world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day in Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal plunder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one.
We'll save that for another episode. There's lots of marker points.
Shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Big brain perk. Okay, we got a new perk. That's cool. Okay, well, we're gonna end this video here. There's still a few things I've got to clean up, so I have decided while watching this epilogue, I will go ahead and start Fallout 1. And in between videos I'll do some marker points. I'll probably wrap all those videos up in maybe 1 or 2 episodes. So stay tuned, I've got a lot more coming to you. Thanks again for watching this DLC.